Can you sue the Kenya Wildlife Service for loss caused by wild animals? Wandering wild animals have been the bane of human existence. In fact, the government has asserted that human-wildlife conflict cost the government 7 billion Kenyan shillings from the period of 2014 to 2023, with the government already having paid 4 billion in compensation claims and has promised to pay the balance within 60 days, whilst issuing a 960 million check to settle the claims. Last week, lions were seen roaming in residential areas, and in the survival of the fittest, man's best friend stood no chance. Further, pastoralists' wealth symbol, cattle, were also at the brink of being carcasses. Also, while residents in areas in Kiambu have sounded the death knell, following rise in people being mauled to death by hyenas. Lastly, a hippopotamus was seen causing havoc and ravaged a motorcycle shortly before it was taken out. Fortunately, those afflicted by the human-wildlife conflict have some reprieve, as those who have suffered personal injury, or those who have lost a loved one, or those who have suffered damage to property, crops, or livestock can launch a claim to the respective County Wildlife Conservation and Compensation Committee, and the Compensation Committee shall verify the claim and submit the claim to the Cabinet Secretary. The Cabinet Secretary shall make recommendations on the compensation payable. In the case of death, pay 5 million Kenyan shillings. In the case of an injury causing permanent disability, pay 3 million Kenyan shillings, and in any other injury, 2 million Kenyan shillings, depending on the extent of the injury. However, the County Compensation Committee shall not pay any compensation where the owner of the property, crops, or livestock failed to take reasonable measures to protect the livestock, crop, or property from damage by wildlife, or his land use practices are incompatible with the ecosystem based on the management plan for the area. But it doesn't end here. If you're dissatisfied with the decision of the committee, you can file an appeal to the National Environment Tribunal with a final appeal to the Environmental Land Court.